Hi, I'm Heather Jenkins from Hand2Mind. Welcome to the 5th grade, Week 1, Day 1 literacy video. Have you ever watched your watch or waved at a wave in the ocean? If you have, then you're definitely prepared for today's lesson on homonyms. In this lesson, we're going to be learning all about homonyms. Have you ever heard of homonyms? What are they and where can we find them? Well, let's find out. Homonyms are words that are spelled the same, have different meanings in different contexts. So homonyms are words that look exactly the same, but depending on what sentence they're in, they can mean different things. It's important that we understand what homonyms are because when we read, we could come across a homonym, and it's really important that we know that that word could mean different things. So that way we can figure out what that word means in the sentence that we're reading. Let's look at some examples of homonyms so that we can start to understand how they're used. The word trip is a homonym. Let's read a sentence with the word trip in it. Joe went on a trip to the beach. What do you think the word trip means in this sentence? In this sentence, the word trip means a vacation or somewhere that you travel to. Now, let's look at the word trip in another sentence. Don't trip over the wire on the floor. What do you think the word trip means in this sentence? The word trip means to catch your foot on something and fall over. So in both sentences, the word trip is used. However, the meaning is different in each sentence. In the first sentence, the word trip talks about a vacation or somewhere that Joe traveled to. In the second sentence, trip is actually a verb, and it describes catching your foot on something and falling over. Let's look at another homonym. Spring. It is warmer in the spring than the winter. What do you think the word spring means in this sentence? The word spring means season. Usually spring has a lot of flowers, more sunshine, and it's a lot warmer than the cold winter. Now let's look at spring in another sentence. I put the spring inside the machine to make it work. What do you think the word spring means in this sentence? In this sentence, the word spring means an object that you can usually push down and it springs back up, and you usually see it in machines. So again, we see the word spring in both sentences, but it means two totally different things. In the first sentence, we're talking about the season of spring. And in the second sentence, we're talking about an actual object. Let's look at another homonym. Watch. Sarah got a new watch for her birthday. What do you think watch means in this sentence? In this sentence, watch means something that helps you tell time, that you usually wear on your wrist. Let's look at watch in another sentence. Devin will watch his favorite TV show tonight. What do you think watch means in this sentence? In this sentence, watch means to look at. Like when you watch your favorite TV show, you're looking at the TV screen. Watch is in both sentences, but it means two completely different things. In the first sentence, watch is talking about an object that you can wear on your wrist to help you tell the time. In the second sentence, watch is actually a verb that tells what Devin does when he's looking at his favorite TV show. Now, let's look at some homonyms and see if you can figure out how the words have different meanings in different sentences. The word light is a homonym. Let's read two sentences that have the word light in them. A feather is very light. The sun gives light to the earth. I'm going to give you a few seconds, and I want you to think about the meaning of the word light in the first sentence, the meaning of the word light in the second sentence, and how are those meanings different? In the first sentence, the meaning of the word light describes the weight of something and how it feels. A feather is very light. If you throw a feather up, it floats down. It's not heavy at all. But in the second sentence, the word light doesn't mean something that weighs only a little bit. In the second sentence, the word light means a physical light, like sunlight or light from a light bulb, something that helps us see. So again, we have the homonym light in both sentences, but it means two completely different things. Let's look at our last homonym. Wave is a homonym. We're going to look at two different sentences and see how wave has different meanings in each sentence. John waved at his mom as she drove away. The surfer was knocked off his board by the huge wave. I'm going to give you a few seconds, and I want you to think about what the word wave means in the first sentence, what the word wave means in the second sentence, and how they're different. In the first sentence, the word waved means to move your hand back and forth like you're waving hello or goodbye to somebody. But in the second sentence, the word wave doesn't mean that. In the second sentence, the word wave means a huge wave of water in the ocean, something that would knock a surfer off of their board. So the word wave, again, is used in both sentences, but it means two completely different things. Thank you for joining me today as we learned all about homonyms. Please visit our website for activities that you can download and print to help you practice your homonyms. I hope you join me tomorrow for another lesson. Have a great day.